Let me ask you a question. Is your company's most critical future asset, its intelligence, actually controlled by you? Or is it controlled by your vendors? Today, we're going to talk about something big. We're not just talking about using AI anymore. We're talking about owning it. This is Sovereign AI, and it is the defining strategic shift for any modern enterprise.
Look, the whole debate about if you should adopt AI, that's over. That ship has sailed. The winners are now asking a much more important, much sharper question. Who truly controls our AI? Who holds the keys to the intelligence that's going to define our future? Because where that intelligence lives, well, that's what determines who really has the power. To really answer that, we have to take a hard look at the default path most companies are on right now, a path that's just filled with hidden risks. We're in the era of what you could call rented intelligence. And let me tell you, the rent is much, much higher than you think.
Just think about it for a second. The easy path, the one everyone's been taking, is to just call an external black box API, right? It's fast, it's convenient, and it feels like you're making progress. But honestly, it's an illusion of control. You're not actually building your own capability, you're simply renting a tiny piece of someone else's with all of their strings attached. This slide really lays it all out. It's a fork in the road. On one side, you've got the risks of renting. We're talking about data leakage, costs that can just skyrocket without warning, getting completely locked in with a single vendor, and basically losing strategic control. But then you look at the other path, the advantage of owning. Now we're talking enhanced security, predictable long-term costs, and real flexibility in your architecture. But here's the most important part. Your internal capability starts to compound. It stops being an expense and starts becoming a powerful, durable asset.
So how do we get there? How do we build this new model of ownership? Well, it all starts with a huge shift in thinking. This isn't just about a technical upgrade. It's a completely new way of seeing AI itself.
And this quote just cuts right to the heart of it. You know, when AI was just a little tool, a nice-to-have feature, calling an external API made perfect sense. But AI is not just a tool anymore. It is becoming your core infrastructure, just as vital as your database or your cloud provider. And you would never, ever just hand over the keys to your core infrastructure, would you?
So the real goal here is to move past this scattered, ad hoc use of external tools and start architecting a coherent internal system. You stop being just a consumer of a service, and you start becoming the cultivator of an intelligence asset, an asset that gets more valuable every single day because it's tailored perfectly to your unique business.
Now, a strategic shift this big doesn't just happen by accident. It can't. It demands a new kind of expertise, guided by a new and absolutely essential role, the Sovereign AI Strategist.
Okay, let's be really clear about what we mean by Sovereign AI. It's a practical, no-nonsense strategy. It's about designing your AI systems so that you maintain control. It means you own your data, you have flexibility in the models you use, and the whole system is perfectly aligned with your actual business goals.
This just nails the whole philosophy. Sovereignty isn't about building some kind of digital fortress and cutting yourself off from the world. No. It's a practical, pragmatic decision to get intentional control over your most critical capability. This is all about smart strategy, not ideology.
Making this transition actually happen, well, that's the precise role of a Sovereign AI strategist like Daniel Kliewer. You could think of him as the architect who designs your path to ownership. He brings this deep expertise in the stuff that really matters, like privacy-first local systems and advanced retrieval-augmented generation, which is really just the key to letting your AI securely use and reason over your proprietary data. He builds the governance, the guardrails, to make sure your system isn't just powerful, but also safe and controlled. So, what does this journey actually look like? It's not some chaotic rip-and-replace nightmare. Not at all. It's a methodical, phased transformation engineered to systematically move your organization from dependency to complete control. The whole process is designed for clarity and for results. It all starts with a comprehensive discovery audit. We map your entire AI footprint and find those hidden risks. From there, we design a custom architecture built for your goals. Then comes a phased implementation for a smooth transition, and finally, we establish the robust governance and security you need to scale everything with total confidence.
And remember, this is not an all-or-nothing game. As this table shows, it's about applying the right level of control to the right job. Your most sensitive data? Yeah, that might run on a fully local, air-gapped model. But less sensitive tasks?
They can still use external APIs, but in a controlled, intentional way. It's all about strategic choice, not absolute dogma.
But let's get to the bottom line. Why do all this? Why make this huge strategic shift? The answer is simple. It's about compounding business value. This isn't just another tech project. It is a direct financial and strategic investment in your company's future.
I mean, the business outcomes are undeniable. You slash your dependency on vendors and lower your long-term costs. You bulletproof your security and compliance posture. You empower your own teams to innovate faster, without external roadblocks. You build a durable, proprietary intelligence asset, and you seize strategic control over the one capability that is going to define the next decade of business.
Ultimately, this journey transforms so much more than just your tech stack. It fundamentally changes how your entire organization relates to this incredibly powerful technology.
You transition from being just a user of someone else's AI to becoming the true owner of your own intelligence system. This is so much more than a competitive advantage. It is the very foundation of a resilient, intelligent, and future-proof enterprise. If you're ready to take control, if you're ready to build your own intelligence advantage, it's time to speak with a Sovereign AI Strategist. The question isn't just, are you ready to own it? The real question is, can you afford not to?